There's nothing more self-sabotaging or frustrating than being double-minded, is there? You know, James, the first chapter, talks about a double-minded man is unstable in all of his ways. Let's talk about that in your morning cup of inspiration. What does it mean to be double-minded? It basically means that you can have faith or you can have fear, but you can't have both. What if the ill woman in Mark the 5th chapter was double-minded? Do you remember that story? She'd been ill for a long time. She was trying to force her way through the crowd to be able to just touch the hem of his garment. And she felt like if she could touch his garment, that she'd be healed. Listen to how she says it in verse 28 of that 5th chapter. She said, "If only I may touch his clothes, I shall be made well." She didn't say, "I hope I'll be made well." Well, there might be a chance. Or I saw someone else get healed, so you never know, he might heal me. No, she said, "I shall be made well." And if you know the story, you know she was instantaneously healed. Now, when Jesus found out who it was, listen to what he said to her. He said, "Daughter, your faith has made you well. Go in peace and be healed of your affliction." It was her faith that made her well. See, faith is the instigator, or faith is the initiator. Faith is the igniter in our mind. But at the same time, you also have fear that can be ignited, fear that can be initiated as well. And you can't have both. They're activators, a faith activator or a fear activator. Only one. Nature would say one will take over the other in your mind. You can't have them both working. That's the double-mindedness that the Bible is talking about. So what about you today? Are you going through something that you need faith? I encourage you to not be double-minded. Don't let doubt, don't let worry take over your thoughts, but be focused on your faith. Now remember, faith is not believing that something's going to turn out the way we want it to, is it? Faith is believing that no matter what happens, that God is in control, that he's sovereign, that he's working on your behalf. And if you can gather that thought, if you can maintain that, believe with all your heart that God's in control, let that faith override any fear or anxiety that you have. I believe everything will work out for his glory. So I encourage you today, don't be double-minded. Live by faith. God bless. Thanks for joining me for that morning cup of inspiration, and we'll see you next time.